Hello, my name is Michelle Jimmer and I'm the Director of Equality Pays, which is a tech gender equality consultancy, and I help tech firms and tech teams attract and retain more women in tech. So welcome to the second video in my 5-part video series, where I will be sharing with you the answers to a question that I asked, and it's based on what women in tech really want. And the question that I asked was, what is it about specific job adverts for job roles in the tech industry that really put you off applying? And so today I wanted to focus on some comments that was made by one of the women that I asked. And her comment was around the visibility of your commitment to women in the industry. And she made a very interesting point, and that was about raising your visibility so that people, including women, can see you as a job option for when they are picking their subjects at school or when they're thinking about entering the job market. And her comment was, if every tech founder or organisation went to speak to 2 classes about the work that they do, it would inspire so many more young people, and it probably would inspire a lot of girls to think about the tech industry as somewhere that they would aspire to work to, or to work in, I should say. And I think this point is really important because it kind of feeds into the issues around the pipeline, and there's so much talk about not enough women and girls in the pipeline because they're not studying specific STEM subjects, or not doing science or tech or engineering or maths or any of those things. But it's all about showcasing what studying those subjects can lead to, and it's about bringing purpose to the work that you do and helping young people see the value of the work that you do. But that onus is on you, and I think sometimes a lot of organisations find themselves in the position where they realise that they don't have very many women in their tech teams or their tech firms, and so they start thinking, okay, well, what we need to do is we just need to hire some. But the reality is that if that is your starting point, you're really going to struggle, because what will happen is, because there are no visible women in your organisation, when you write these job adverts, when you're reaching out to people to say, come and work here, this is a great place to work, women will be looking around to see who else is there. And if you don't have any other visible women there, then this is going to send alarm bells going off in their heads. And it's because you've not taken the time to start your own pipeline, you've not taken the time to make yourself visible from the kind of starting point that, when people are thinking about what subjects they want to do, what their interests are. You've not made yourselves readily available. And so that's a really important aspect. So yes, you can obviously start to do work in your workplaces, and you can start to do work around your job adverts and your business culture, etc. But you need to start putting in place, some strategy around your outreach in schools and colleges. Very, very important. And the second point around visibility was around looking at what kind of work experience you can provide, or if you don't provide any, then maybe you should start thinking about it. Start thinking about apprenticeship placements, and trying to do them in such a way where they're equally distributed in terms of diversity. So whether that's to do with around ethnic minorities, people with disabilities, and obviously for the purposes of this video, this is around gender, because there is that saying that people they can't be what they can't see. So again, it's about showcasing your commitment to the visibility of women. Your commitment, it's not just lip service. You're not just trying to hit a target or fill a quota, that you're committed to raising the visibility of women in your workforce. And you're doing this in a number of ways, reaching out to schools and colleges, looking at the type of work experience that you can offer, and you're building those connections, you're making yourself known, so that you're kind of almost seeping into the consciousness of women that might be interested in working in your firm or your field, because you want to be the kind of go-to organisations. You want people to select themselves in rather than filter you out. So these are some of the things that you need to be considering, and it's important because women want to see other women in those firms. They want to see them there in those firms in the first place, but they want to see them, you know, in positions of authority, because, you know, they want to be able to kind of look up to them and say and think to themselves, well, if I work there, then at least there are X amount of other women there, and I can see that some of them, you know, are in senior positions, or there's a potential for them to be in senior positions, and that's a real self-confidence boost for women, and, you know, that will go a long way. So if you can start to really emphasize and put importance on building that internal strategy, that personal development strategy, that commitment to raising the visibility of women in your firm, that will make all the difference when it comes to trying to hire more women, but also trying to retain them. So what are your next steps? Well, my advice would be for you to come along to my workshop that I'm running on the 31st of January in Manchester, and it's for recruiters. So whether you're an external recruitment agency, or you are an internal HR team and you have the responsibility of running recruitment as well as increasing your diversity, all you need to do is click on one of the 2 links that's on the page, take you straight to the event page where you can find out a bit more information of what we'll be sharing on the day, and you can book your tickets there. So I hope that you found this useful. I hope it's given you food for thought. It's given you things to kind of go away and think about what you can do to kind of implement and to take you to the next step. And I look forward to seeing you on video 3.